Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures, and in today's video we've got Heresy Thursday. Turn Astartes, tanks and buildings into craters with the Typhon Heavy Siege Tank. That is a title which is bringing a lot of happiness to me. I've been considering purchasing one of these from Forge World over the past few months, but apparently waiting for ages and talking myself out of it each time does result in it turning into plastic. And as a result, I'm now thinking of plastic mastodons. It can only happen if we wait long enough. Right, so there's no shortage of things that need blowing up in the Age of Darkness. Dreadnoughts, Cataphracti, Kratos, heavy battle tanks, all of these and more can be torn asunder with the Typhon Heavy Siege Tank. The Typhon Heavy Siege Tank shares a chassis with the Spartan, but instead of carrying squads of tactical marines and terminators across the battlefield, it mounts a centerline Dreadhammer siege cannon. Look at the size of that thing. Absolutely fantastic. It was created by the Mechanicum after a direct request from Perturabo himself. No stranger to prolonged and brutal sieges, the Hammer of Olympia wanted to get big guns to the front line as fast as possible, and thus the Typhon was born. As with many Spartan variants, the Typhon can expand its specific blast-tastic loadout with a choice of sponson weapons such as heavy bolters, Volkite culverins, heavy flamers, or lovely las cannons. As you can see right here. Very juicy options, all very tempting. The real star of the show, however, is the Dreadhammer itself. Strength 12 AP3 makes a mockery of heavy armor, and that performance is only improved by rending 4+ and sunder. Beef that shot up with the ordnance and blast 5-inch, and a stationary Typhon can take out whole squads of Legion tactical marines at a time. How utterly fantastic that is. Alright, here is the datasheet for the Dreadhammer siege cannon. Range 24, strength 12 AP3, and then Type 1, Ordnance, Large Blast 5 inches, Rending 4+, Sunder and Brutal. It's not a long distance high explosive delivery machine, but its a medium range of 24 inches is largely offset by the heavy protective armor to weather return fire. It's not just enemy ordnance you need to protect against either. We heartily recommend any tank crews sent to operate a Typhon pack protective ear defenders too. Check back next Thursday for another Horus Heresy reveal. As I've said before, I have been tempted to get one of these in resin for quite a while, and this is good timing, really. To be honest, this is good timing. I've been wanting one of these initially for my sort of fledgling Iron Warriors army that I've got. In my mind, my Iron Warriors, they're going to have mostly artillery and walking meat shields in front of them. However, with this sort of appearance in plastic, I may very well end up getting one for my Imperial Fists as well, which is I'm wanting to be a sort of a tank army, armored division kind of thing. More tanks than artillery, I guess. So that is why I'm pretty tempted to get one of these. But really, for my Imperial Fists, I've been planning on getting a Cerberus, which is obviously the big las cannon version of the Spartan. In fact, this is the Cerberus right here. So this is a rare variant of the Spartan chassis, which has a neutron laser projector on it. This is what I want for my Imperial Fists. I'm hoping that as a result of the Typhon coming out, I'm hoping this will be following it, so I can get one of these for my Imperial Fists, and I can keep the Typhon for my Iron Warriors. My brain is saying that this will come out in plastic relatively soon as a result of this. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Now, the Spartan assault tank on its own is £67.50 direct from Games Workshop. You get it from somewhere like Element Games using my affiliate link, where I get a slight kickback. If you use that link, you can get it for £57.38. I wonder how much extra this will be. Do we reckon this is going to be the same price as the Spartan, or is it going to be slightly more, like £75 kind of deal? The resin Typhon, I believe, was £127 when it was on the Forge World website. Same price as the Cerberus. So that would potentially mean I could get two for the price of one, which would be a happy day for me. Certainly work out well for my wallet, as I was already considering getting one. Now I can consider getting two. Anyway, my spending aside, who is going to be getting a Typhon in plastic? I reckon it's going to be a fantastic thing. I would like to be painting up a lot more tanks of various varieties, both Horus Heresy and 40k, and occasionally some tanks if we get them for Age of Sigmar, and definitely tanks, or vehicles at least, for Necromunda. So if you want to see vehicles being painted up, we will definitely get around to it. It's all on the agenda. It's just, unfortunately, with the house move, painting videos are going to dry up for a bit, as I'm just unable to record and paint in temporary accommodation, which is where I'm going to be for a few months until we can get something organized. However, I will endeavor to continue with putting videos out. They're going to be mostly probably based on a lot of Warhammer articles, and hopefully we can add in some other articles from other companies as well that sort of intrigue me. That being said, if you've made it this far and listened to my wittering on, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, may I suggest smacking that subscribe button. We're moving on to 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and then onwards to, I don't know, let me pick an arbitrary number, 5,000. That is a goal for next year, though. So with that being said, thank you very much for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and goodbye.